Hey everyone, I'm Bunny Badger and I've just made this really quick video to go alongside of the new flat ground terrains I've just made. One of my bugbears in Second Life is that if you were to rent a parcel of land, it's not very often that you'll have control over the actual ground texture or the terrain texture. Unless of course you get a full sim and then you can choose your textures. So I got to thinking that it might be a good idea to make some mesh flat terrains. So that's what you've bought. First of all, I'm going to show you how to make the best of them and to get them to look right. So we go into the invent, and the first thing we're going to do here is this plot that I'm on is basically about 4096 thereabouts, but I'm going to res the biggest one out, which is the 4096, and pop that down there. Now you can walk on this terrain, and you can res your houses on it and all the rest of it, but you can't stretch the 4096 because it's maximumed at 64 by 64, which is as big as it goes in Second Life. So the rest of them, the smaller sizes, you can stretch them to fit. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to add the flat ground texture terrain HUD. So I'm going to add that, and here you can see that we've got spring, summer, autumn, winter and beach, and I've given 5 textures for each season there. So in order to make this texture look right, all textures are different and they've all got different repeats on them, so sometimes we have to play with them a little bit just to get them to look right. So I'm going to show you how to do that. Now if you're a seasoned Second Lifer, you probably already know how to do this, but this video is purely for those that don't. So first of all, we're going to add a different texture. Now right now this terrain has got this one on, the first one in spring. So if we want to change that to this one, can you see that the flowers look far too big? Everything looks to be overstretched. So a very easy way to fix that is like this. So to begin with, you right click the terrain and go from the wheel here, select edit. Now this will bring you up with a box, and we need to be in this texture section here. So come along, go to texture. Then we need to be up this end here, and can you see there it says select face? So we need to select that, and then this big white circle there will appear. So this is going to adjust the textures on the face of this mesh. Excuse me. Right, so in order for this to look better, we need to be looking down here at the horizontal scale and the vertical scale. And what we're going to do is we're going to play with these numbers. So you can see the up and down arrows. So if we were to click on that one and then click on the one underneath, it's starting to look a bit better. You can see. You can also just change the numbers by highlighting it and say put the number 4 in and then hit the tab key on your keyboard twice and hit 4 again and then enter, and you've given them a different repeat there. So that looks okay. So you might find it comes to the same thing, let's say when we go to winter. So we'll click on, let's take that out for a second, we'll click on this winter here. Now that doesn't look too bad, but you might think you want to stretch it a little bit. So again, you go into edit mode and then you go to select face, and then you come here to the texture horizontal and vertical scale and change that, let's say, to a 2. Tab, to enter, and there you can make the texture bigger. And of course, if you don't like any of the textures that are on the hood here, you can always put on your own. So all in all, this particular build, I'll just show you here, comes in lots of different sizes. So we've got the 4096 square meter, which is roughly about the size we're on here. And then we have the, if you live on a smaller plot, say 1024 square meter, you've got a 32 by 32, you've got a 512 square meter, 16 by 32, and a 2048 square meter, 64 by 32. I've also popped in 30 by 30, 40 by 40, and 50 by 50, but really I'll show you how easy it is to just resize them. If you had, say, a 30 by 30 here like this, and you want to make it a little bit bigger, you simply just click stretch and pull it out, and then spin round and pull it out. And this now measures, and if we go into the object tab here, we know it measures about 46 by 44. So you can play with the shapes. Another good thing you can do as well, which I think is quite groovy actually, is you can stretch them upwards. So if you wanted a platform, you could very easily, there we go, sorry, you could easily make it bigger like that. So create a little hill. So there we have it. So any questions at all, you can message me, Bunny Badger in World, leave me a note card because I do get quite a lot of messages, or you can email me at missbbadger@gmail.com, and I've put that just there on the video for you. Okay, thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoy.